What's up, Basketball Brain fans and members? Today, I'm going to talk about Jordan again, but I got some more guys coming out, trust me. I got Ginobili, Bird, the bad boy Pistons going to do Isaiah Thomas, the one we know today, and the old Isaiah Thomas from the Pistons, who was also on the Bad Boys. So a lot of cool psychological analysis coming up of great players. What I want to talk about here, though, is how important it is to be smooth on offense. Quick yet smooth. We talk about in the full program, and if you haven't got it, go get it. We have the app coming out in January, so it's going to be awesome. It's going to be just like the desktop version, but the app's really going to help you guys to use the program more conveniently. Any rate, if you get the full program, we talk about moving at a 7.5 on offense. Now you'll notice Jordan here, on offense, he doesn't move at a 10. He's not frenetic. He's not all over the place. I see a lot of young players dribbling way too hard, dribbling way too fast, overdoing it. I see a lot of skills coaches on YouTube, when they do their dribbling drills, it looks like they're having a seizure. Okay, now look how smooth Jordan is here dribbling. There's explosions of quickness, but it's not out of control. You can tell a bad skills coach. I'm telling you, if you guys watch on YouTube and you see a skills coach who is too jerky, I wouldn't pay attention to him. You want somebody who intermingles quickness with smoothness. It's so important to be smooth on offense. This whole game, this footage we're watching here, look how he's not running crazy. He's not out of control. There's a smooth tempo to him. When he has to increase his speed, he does. But not every crossover is at a level 10. He takes that jump shot the way he'd take a jump shot in practice. Ask yourself if you're shooting that calmly during a game. A lot of guys play well in pickup games, not as well in real games. And then you watch the pickup games, they're moving smooth. And then you watch them in a real game, it's like they're on fire and the ball's on fire and they got to get out of their hands, their feet are on fire, they have to move too quick, and their game falls apart. And they go, I don't get it, I play so well when I'm with my friends. Well, the reason is you're playing at a different tempo. Look how smooth that jump shot is. And the fact is, you notice this with all great players. Watch Curry. Most of the time he's shooting smooth. Kevin Durant's got really smooth. And LeBron's three-point percentage has gone up as he's kind of just taking mellow, deep three-pointers. Have you noticed that? Really smooth. Okay, smoothness on offense is key. And it makes you look better when you play. Style's important. It catches coaches' attention, catches the fans' attention. You get more compliments when you play smooth, which increases your confidence. That's one aspect of confidence, not the main one. But it does help your confidence when you get external praise, when you get external validation. Of course, most of your confidence comes from your work ethic. It comes from the amount of hours you're putting in. It comes from the way you think, the way you talk to yourself, the way you picture things in your body language. We've talked about this in other videos. But it also does come from what people say about you. If they're saying negative things, you have to ignore it. If they're saying positive things, then you want to say, yeah, that's true about me. See, a confident person, when they hear negative, they just don't know. I'm going to prove them wrong. When somebody says something positive about them, they go, yeah, that's true. You know, so if somebody says you're a good player, in your head, you don't want to say it publicly. You say, yeah, that's true. I am a good player because I work so hard on my physical and mental game. Okay. But just let's appreciate the smoothness with which Jordan plays here. Look at how smooth that move is. It's not that it's like at a 5. He's not going 50%. He's at a 7.5, maybe an 8. Oh, that's just beautiful. Most graceful player ever. No doubt about that. Anyways, I get distracted when I watch Jordan sometimes. Watch this shot. Moves the ball, switches it to the other side. He's a magician. He's a ballerina. It's fantastic. But that also comes from him just being smooth and being cool. Your shooting percentage will increase, will improve. Your free throw percentage is going to improve if you stay smooth. Now listen, when you're playing smooth, make sure you don't dip below that 7.5. You can be too smooth. You can be too kind of lackadaisical. And when you're like that, your shots will start coming up short. If you're tired, coaches always say, get your legs into it. Well, when you're shooting in practice, when you're shooting, see that little bounce there? Jordan always has that little bounce. Watch my other videos on him. When you're shooting well in practice, you're not thinking jump harder, jump higher. The difference between when you're tired and when you're... Did he just shoot that with his eyes closed? I think he did. I'm going to splice it back in. Yeah, he 100% shot that with his eyes shut. I love that. I actually did that in a high school game once. I winked at a guy, shut my eyes, and shot the free throw with my eyes shut. That's a true story. My friend Titus in Florida. I did that because I had practiced it. That's the key. Listen, the important thing about... I was talking about you being tired when you're shooting. And when you're tired, you miss shots. And coaches say, get your legs into it. But the truth is, all you have to do is go 7.5. It's not that you're not putting enough legs into it. It's that you're not putting enough speed into it. And it doesn't mean go up to a level 10. It means get back to a 7.5. So when you're tired, try that. Instead of thinking jump higher, think more body tempo. When you're tired, you tend to slow down. I've always done this. Think more body tempo. It helps. And make sure your eyes are locking on the center of the hoop. Make sure you're holding your follow through as much as possible. Don't listen to these coaches who say follow through isn't important. Any great shooter will tell you, hold your follow through. And when you don't hold your follow through, it just kind of happens naturally. Okay? When you see Curry pull his arms back, that's not a conscious move. Anybody who tells you that has not practiced a lot of basketball. I'm just telling you. I was watching one of these... I hate to be a hater, but I think it's one of the bigger YouTube channels for shot mechanics. There's so many things wrong there. So many things I saw in just their 30-second ad. Anyways, be careful who you get advice from. Make sure they can shoot. Make sure they can score. And that's important to pay attention who you're getting advice from. But just to recap, above all, be smooth on offense. Smooth on offense. You're going to feel better about your game. You're going to be more confident. It's going to mimic how you play in practice, and your shooting percentage is going to go up. Jordan's a great guy to watch to see that.